It was just a few nights ago that we talked about Sabu a little bit. We've talked about Sabu over the years here or there when we talk about him, but I mean, the other night we really did get to see Sabu in that just crazy train wreck match with Joey Janela, where he went through the bottom rope crazy. And we were talking about, man, Sabu's nuts. It's fucking great to see. And it looked horrific, And we were talking about Sabu and not getting enough praise, and stuff. And you wish that he was more, taken care of and everything. And what is it, a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. And it feels like it was the other day. And now... this morning we find out that Sabu passed away. Man, I mean, you talk about a man and a hardcore legend and just like zero fucks, balls to the wall, nutcase. I mean, this guy abused his body to the nth degree. People, some people really get the praise like, Mick Foley and stuff. And, this guy was nuts. And he never stopped. He really didn't stop. That's the crazy thing. Like we said, up until even a couple weeks ago, we saw the guy just take a crazy bump with Joey Janela. We played it on the show. It was a horrific bump. Sabu is just so wild, bro. The GCW stuff was wild. See if we got it. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what happened with Sabu. I haven't read about that yet. If anybody knows, but this was just a little while ago.
You showed up to the GCW Independent Wrestling Hall of Fame last year in Philadelphia, but we're going to redeem ourselves right now.
Man, it's 60 years old. Sabu's body was brutalized to the point of Sabu had the will of an 18-year-old, but the body of a 90-year-old. And only because of all the damage he put his body through. I mean, how it's still wrestling sometimes still blows my mind. Where I at 10 years old, I saw a clip of Sabu. 10 years old, Sabu was on Monday Night Raw. I didn't even realize that was him at the time. I didn't even understand that. But around the same year, I saw clips of Sabu doing nutty stuff. And I remember I used to just think, is this like the Iron Sheik's kid or something like that? What is going on? And he was wild, bro. The shit that I saw was crazy. And the first time I really saw, I knew about Sabu was magazines. The wrestling magazines. There would be clips of like Sabu like busted open in a table or in barbed wire or something. 1993, 94, something like that. And, I never saw the matches. I just saw the photos of him, and I'm like, man. And so he just, what's crazy is, like, you don't see this anymore, but, like, think about it. There's no internet, there's no nothing else, right? And you get a magazine, and you're looking for something on, like, the WWE, or you're looking for some article on Shawn Michaels or something like that. Or you think you got a WWE magazine, but it's a wrestling magazine with all kinds of wrestling in it. Not just WWE. In fact, mostly other wrestling. And you open it up and you see this guy who's bleeding and busted open and barbed wire and just crazy shit. And you're like, who is this guy? What wrestling show is this? I've never seen this. And then after like a little while, you keep seeing it. And then like a year later, you see it somewhere. And then eventually you finally, you're up late at night and you're tuning into ECW in 1996. And it's playing on your TV on a local channel at like, 1 in the morning or whatever it is. And you're like, wow, this is crazy. What am I watching? And then out comes Sabu. Here it comes, Sabu. And you're like, wow, wait a minute. This is that show. This is that thing that I saw for like the last... I'd probably only seen him in magazines for about a year, maybe 2. But it felt like for years. It felt like there was this big lore that had been building up. I didn't really fully know about this guy, but I knew his name was Sabu. And, I knew he was kind of crazy and nuts. And I found out that there's another wrestling company called ECW. But I never really... I thought, this is some little tiny show somewhere. I've never seen this. And now here it is. You find it by accident. And then Sabu comes out, and I'm like, and you're kind of like marking out, like, this is the guy for like years. The guy that I feel like looks like the Iron Sheik's like son or something. And he's crazy. And I'm seeing him now after building up this lore of only pictures of him in my brain. So, like, that's a crazy thing, man. So, yeah, I just wanted to sort of bring that up. I don't know what the cause of death is. No, I don't know. God, you could certainly speculate, but, it could be something natural. Could have had anything, clogged something, blood something, heart thing. Could be a lot of pain meds. I don't know. Who knows? But he's gone, and that's crazy. Very sad. But rest in peace, Sabu, man. What a legend. And we were just talking about him and how like, we felt like poor Sabu, like, is still having to put his body on the line, and is crazy. Put my dinner down. It's right behind me. Have a little bite of it here. And yeah, just, he lost his wife a little while ago. So I'm sure life was pretty hard for him. That must have been really tough, man. To lose somebody like that is, I don't have many friends left, My wife is all, my kids and my wife. But if I lost my wife, it'd be like, whoa, Chief Wahoo has become a member again. Chief, thank you, man, for going to the membership all the way, baby. Thank you, man. We had a fun monetize this last night. I did pass out again, and then my computer shit itself. But I did pass out at the end. I was on for a good 3 hours, though. Good solid 3 hours, I think. 3 or 4 hours.
Super chat party.
Then I passed out. Scott!
I was supposed to meet him for lunch in Vegas and we couldn't find time. Glad to call him a friend. This one hurts.
Oh, man, Scott. That's rough, bro. I was supposed to meet him for lunch in Vegas and we couldn't find the time. Oh, my God, Scott. That's like my buddy who called me the other day that died. My friend Bob died a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago now. And I was supposed to talk to him on the phone. And I missed him. Missed his call. Then the next call I got was a couple of days later from somebody telling me, oh, he's dead. And I just had missed his call. And it's crazy. So that's crazy. You were about to have lunch with him. That was like when we were going to have Buddy Lundell on the show, and then he got in a car accident. Like, we've been emailing back and forth, and then the next day, or the next night, he got in a car accident. Crazy. And it's crazy. It's like I'm emailing this guy, and then I read a news story the next day. I still have his emails. It's like I'm emailing Buddy Lindell. We're talking about him coming on to do a little podcast. And then the next day, the wrestling news pops up that he's dead from like a car accident or something. And I'm like, what? Or it might have even been that night that he died. Like I talked to him in the middle of the day, I think. And then it was that night, I think. It was like very close. Like I was very possibly one of the last people to speak with him. Like, although I didn't speak with him, I was probably one of the last people to communicate with him. He probably talked to several people throughout the day, but I had emailed with him, and then he was dead. As if my emailing had any help. Like, I mean, but it was just, that was crazy. But yeah, Sabu, man, he was, I was always a little intimidated by Sabu when I ran into him, you know, and but the one time that I hung out in the back with some guys and Sabu was there, he was just cool, man. He was a badass guy. He was funny, and he liked to. You could like, if I said some crazy shit, he thought the shit was funny. You know. But yeah, he was really cool. I didn't really know that much about him though. Besides, I don't really know him that well, but at all. But I just heard from everybody. Everybody's like, yeah, love Sabu. So yeah, it's really sad to hear that he's gone. I mean, we should have had, I mean, I know Sabu was beaten up and like all this crazy shit, and like you would think the guy isn't gonna, you know, be able to go, you know, I wish that we had,
Shit bomb.
Whoa, shit.
We used to go to a bunch of indie shows back around '07. Got to see Sabu live a few times. It's incredible what he put his body through. He was a one of a kind. Gonna hit this bowl for Sabu.
Thank you. Shardy Janetti, baby. It's a great name, Shardy Janetti. We know you used to go around, baby. That old Shardy. Yeah, we don't know why Sabu died. But yeah, we really don't know. Sabu's death has not been disclosed, so we don't know what happened. But one thing I can say is, you know, we would have, realistically, if you asked me to guess on, you know, how long could Sabu make it, you know, you would have liked to see Sabu make it to 70. But, you know, anything beyond that, let's be honest, poor Sabu, if he had been older than 70, he would have been in some massive pain. You know, Sabu was already right now in probably some unbelievable pain right now at 60, at 50. So I can only imagine how he felt and what type of pain Sabu was in from everything he's done. So, you know, it would have been really cool to get another 10 years of Sabu. But, you know, even Sabu himself, I mean, I don't know. It would have been really hard for him after 70, for sure. I hope he went out. I hope he had a great week, you know, and went out kind of on his own terms, kind of, or like on a positive note. But I know nothing about how his life was going, and I'm sure he was, like I said, sad over his wife. And he recently done some really crazy stuff. I think at GCW with Joey Janela and some other things. We'd all seen the clips, so. But yeah, man, for his friends, for his family, you know, people like that worked with him in ECW, all the wrestlers that worked with this guy, and people that really knew him. We don't really know him. I don't really know him. I know, you know, a guy that I saw for a few seconds, and I know the character that I saw on TV, but I don't know the real guy. So I'm sure we'll all be listening to some other people in the wrestling business that know the real man speak about him, which will be a lot more insightful than anything I can say. Taz put out a video on it. Taz was very, praising him and stuff. Yeah. It's a legend from, childhood, from my teenage years, and beyond that, all the way to right now. I'm 40 years old, and we were watching Sabu entertain us the other night by being a human car wreck in that GCW match. And here I am at 40 years old, just like at 10 years old and 11 years old when I saw Sabu do some crazy stuff in 1996. Here I am at 40 years old, and he had just cracked me up a couple of weeks ago over a spot. So, man, just a lot of respect for this. I don't think many people in the world, besides maybe some people who go through some really bad medical stuff at the very end or some cancer treatment and stuff like that. But other than that, when it comes to just an athlete, a guy who performs in wrestling or any sport whatsoever, man, Sabu has to be high on the list for a person that experienced the most amount of pain ever. His pain threshold, but the pain, the injuries, I mean, they got to be unimaginable. He's got to be on a level of like no other. Sabu was a guy. I got really bad allergies, by the way. I've been pretty sad, but I mean, I had a crazy day. I mowed the lawn. I cut a bunch of stuff. I had to get up on the ladder and do some things. I was fixing porch stuff, wood stuff, burning stuff, trying to figure out how to work to figure things out this week. And all the just allergies are really like murdering my face. We did s'mores on the bonfire. Oh my God, man, breathing right now is crazy. It's not just Sabu that's making me upset. I got mad allergies right now. Those leg chair drops are wild, bro. Travis, I had you at 35. Yeah, Travis, I'm 35. Guys, let's go with 35. Even though I'm going to be 41 next month. Can you believe that? I was born in 1984. I think he broke his neck twice in ECW, says David. Yeah, I believe so. There's the one, I almost thought he broke it again afterwards, but you might be right. I remember the one everyone knows about, or the one that everybody always remembers. Thanks, Taz. No, remember Taz, bro? Taz and Sabu. Crazy. Mastodon, but I guess WWE felt like Michelle McCool was more of a pioneer. Oh, are you talking about the Hall of Fame? I think Sabu could have gotten in eventually, but he did not do a lot in WWE. But I think he could have been in there. I mean, based on some of the other people that have been there, you know what I mean? I think he really could have been. We're inducting Sabu into the hardcore wing of the Hall of Fame. I think for sure he would have been in the Hall of Fame. I think just for his like legend and aura, definitely could go in there. But because you know what I mean, he wasn't in WWE very long, it would probably take him a little bit to get inducted in. But I think eventually it might have happened. Sabu's story sticks out the most when he broke his jaw during the match, and he just tapes it up and continues the match. Yeah, the guy was wild. Sabu was wild. I don't like I said, I don't really know Sabu. Like I said, I ran into him a couple times. I don't know him at all, really. I feel like he's the type of guy that would say, like, tape it up, pussy. Like you're in the locker room. Would you break your jaw? Tape it the fuck up. Let's tape it up. Like, I don't know, here's some tape, fucking tape it. That's something he would say. If there was a guy in the locker room, like, crying, like, and he was like, man, I fucking worked months to be in this match. Like, it's all fucked now. I got to go to the hospital. Sabu is the type of guy, I think, that would throw him a thing of tape and be like, fucking tape it up. Fucking tape it up then. What? I got to go to the hospital. No, fucking tape it up and go out there, then go to the fucking hospital. That's how I imagine Sabu, talking to somebody. But, oh, man. I love you guys, man. You never know, bro. Ah, man, so many people have shocked me. A neighbor growing up down the street died the other day. She was my age, and we used to hang out together. Had a great time when as kids. She died. Not my best friend growing up, but my worker friend from the last 4 years, Bob, who watched the show, died, and that has been screwing me up so bad, dude. You have no idea how many times I go to text him. And I go, oh, yeah, he's dead. Like, I don't think I've fully processed it yet. I really, he used to call me every couple of days to talk to me. It's crazy, man. I worked with him every day for like the last 3.5 years. Haystacks Monet, thank you for gifting a membership. Travis T got it. Everything dies. Getty Lee's Owl, what's up? Yeah, so yeah, it's been a lot. It gets, man, you got to be careful. It's like you got to really be able to brush stuff off and keep rolling because it's so sad watching everybody die. And all your people that you liked and creators and creative people and artists and heroes and just entertainers die, friends die, people that you went to school with, whether you best friends with them or just an acquaintance. You always known them, but you don't really, whatever. They die. And it's just a lot of death, man. It starts really piling up when you get older, too. It's crazy. I mean, I know it gets crazy when you're like 60. Everybody's like whatever. But I mean, I've noticed it since, after 35, man, people are just, it's just crazy. What up? Sabu did break his neck. How you doing, man? Yeah, I got really bad allergies. Give me a break. Whew. Oh, god damn, my allergies are crazy. I mowed the lawn today. I should have had a mask on. Federico Garza. Fancy seeing you here. Shaft is here. Get them likes up. King Hueco Mundo. Yeah, baby. Get those likes up, baby. Sabu had an amazing career. He really did. I wish he got more time with his girl and maybe some more money. That'd have been cool for all the stuff he put his body on the line for. That'd have been awesome. Oh, my God, dude. These allergies are crazy. I had a neighbor years ago who said the same thing. He was like, my allergies are crazy. I don't know. I got to go to the doctor. I think I have a sinus infection. Then he found out he had a brain tumor and died about 3 months later. Jesus. Man, my allergies are wild. I don't know what I was thinking mowing the lawn without a mask on today. But yeah, there's a wonderful tribute up on, I think they got away with it because it's on Twitter. Because it's got like, WWE clips and every ECW clips and tons of other clips and all kinds of stuff. But it's a really nice video about Sabu. The GCW put up. So if you go to @GameChanger Wrestling or @GCW Wrestling, they put up a great. I don't know about playing it because it's got stuff in it, but this will crack you up, bro. This is.
Thought I did, but then I don't.
It kind of starts like that Alex Jones song, though, and I almost was like, wait a minute. I'm angry. I had enough of these people. That's how it kind of sounded.
Thought I did, but then I don't feel much anymore. The string between bad and good is a little misunderstood. Oh, and then it
Yeah, be careful with that one. You will cry. Just so you know. But I'm going to put it in the chat for you guys. So at some point you can watch it or you can watch it, whatever. It's a nice video. Whoever made it, I don't know who edited it. But thank you. I guess, I know GCW tweeted it or X'd it or whatever you call it now. It's very nice. Very folky like that. Reminds me of the scene in Funny People when he's like, "Yeah, let me hear my playlist." When Adam Sandler's character is dying, George or whatever, he's dying, and Seth Rogen makes him the playlist. Just write me some jokes, you stupid fucking idiot. I watch this, I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna make me cry. When I weed eat the yard, the grass dust makes me itch. Oh yeah, dude, it's bad. Did you take any allergy medication? Not. I've been taking allergy like Zyrtec things, but man, I need I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I should probably take a shower tonight. I should definitely take a shower tonight. Hey Stacks, thank you for being a member, man. Thank you all for being members and supporting the channel. It's been I know it's been it's been a rough time, but I thank everybody for donating. There's the dono link. Yeah, there it is. Thanks, John. And yeah, I just wanted to come here for a little bit and just kind of talk about some of Sabu. And like I said, I went over the fact that I first saw him in magazines, and if anybody wants to bring up memorable moments with him, I mean, he had a lot of moments. Sabu, whenever he was on like the bigger stages, sometimes for whatever reason, he would have to do some kind of big spot. And it's not that it would always botch, but he would always kind of go wrong a little bit. I don't know if anybody ever noticed that, but I used to think that. I used to be like, here he is debuting on Raw, and he jumps off the Raw thing, but it flipped before he got off of it, and he kind of just came flying down. And then there was the time he jumped over the ropes and missed the table, but rammed the chair. And it's there's a bunch of moments like that where Sabu had a key thing to do on something like that. But he did so many things, nailed it in ECW. But other times, it still worked because it was such a crash and burn that Sabu was it was crazy. That's one thing that I always think of Sabu, and I'm always like, man, let him do another crazy thing, and because I've seen him he really would just kind of go, yep, whatever happens, I'm going through this thing. Oh man. It's just wild to think about all the years with Sabu, and he was just fun, nice, and put his body on the line for this thing that he loved to do. It really felt like he cared about, entertaining the people, and this is what he does. This is what he does. This is what he does. This is what I do. Sabu was just he always came off very blue collar. I mean, he was wild, bro. His charisma, and he's one of those guys where, when you talk about wrestlers, where if you were to see a wrestler all in black, a shadow in a video game, and they did some things, there eventually something the wrestler did, if you couldn't see, it was Sabu, and it was like it was like a bald, all white, all black picture of an outlined shadow of a human, but you couldn't see that it was Sabu, and you didn't know who it was, and they just did some stuff. You would eventually, on a couple of the moves or a couple of the poses or a couple whatever, you would go, "That's Sabu. That is Sabu. I know who that is." And you might do that on a move or two in the ring. You might do that on a couple of things. But for sure, you would do that if he did his pose. If he did that pose, you'd know it was him. But even by his movements in the ring, you probably could pick him out, right? And that's something that when you can do that, when you can be like that, forget the hardcore stuff, whatever. Forget the companies, WCW, WWE, AEW, ECW, whatever. When you can be a wrestler that if I shadowed you out so nobody could tell who you were, and I watched your mannerisms, and I can pick out who you are based on that, that is so invaluable. That is unbelievable. That is the thing that everybody should, seek. And the harder it is to identify somebody, the harder it is, I think, for them to be over or to be a character or to have that charisma level. It's a charisma thing. There are some guys I think about, and I really wouldn't know. I don't think I could pick them out. I would say of everybody on TV in wrestling right now, probably 20 or 30% of them I probably couldn't pick out at all. And maybe another 20% of them, it would be tough. And then the rest of them, it would be, then another 30% of them, it would be, I think we could figure it out. And even if you're in that category, you got something going on, right? You want to be in that category for charisma. So yeah, Sabu was one of those guys. The way that Sabu walked, the way that Sabu jumped into things, and certainly, his pose. Like, you will know who that is. Shawn Michaels, you will know who that is. Bret Hart, you will know who that is. Stone Cold, you will know who that is. The Rock, you'll know who that is. Hulk Hogan, you'll know who that is. Mankind, you'll know who that is. Mankind might be tougher, but you'll be like, yeah, I think that's Foley. Not just by even if he didn't do the moves, right? Like, let's say you took away Shawn Michaels' super kick or whatever. You could figure it out usually. Like, yep, that's Mick Foley. Not just the finishers and the stuff that would give it away. I'm just saying, running the ropes, walking to the ring, maybe, whatever it is. If it's that memorable, that's what you want. Then that's what Sabu had. He had that. Everybody has that. Who is somewhat memorable, because you would never remember somebody who didn't. You remember the Sandman, the way he walked to the ring holding the kendo stick. You remember Sandman whacking himself in the head with the kendo stick and then bashing a beer can off his head. And then even you don't remember as much of Sandman in the ring, except he was very shaky and very stiff out looking in the ring. But you know what I mean? He had something though that made you remember him. Taz's stature and the way he grappled in the ring, you remember him. You remember the way he walked to the ring with the towel on his head. Even if he didn't have that towel, I'd know his walk. That's what makes a great character. That's what makes a memorable person. And yeah, there's multiple boxes checked as far as I'm concerned with Sabu with that. Yeah, Macho Man. You know who Macho Man was, man. He'd be like, "Ooh, yeah," and his arms and just, "I'm gonna tell him," and he kind of pointed up too. But he'd be like, "Tell Miss Elizabeth, let me tell you," and you just be like, "That's Macho Man." Can't hear him. You can only see a shadow. You'd be like, "That's Macho Man." The way he would kind of stand up really tall and take his hands and grab his tights and spin them around his body to pick him up a little bit, or to like he had a belt on he was adjusting, and then let me tuck, and he would arch his back up straight. It was so strange. Nobody moved the way the Macho Man moved when he was cutting a promo, talking, walking. That guy created an entire set of charisma, and that's what we're talking about. And Sabu, he did it. So wild, man. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing besides being sad over Sabu? Sad over Sabu. That could be a song. Sad over Sabu. Where did you go? It's another Jimmy Buffett song, Sad over Sabu. I'm sad over Sabu. What's up, everybody? Everybody click that like button for Sabu. Just kind of was coming on here to hang out for 20 minutes or so and talk about Sabu. It's been 40 minutes. Shardy Janetti, thank you for the $5. Scott Woodford, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I'm sorry, bro. It's too bad you guys didn't have. It's too bad you guys didn't have lunch. That would have been. That would have been nice. With everything. Well, that's too happy to be sad over Sabu. Well, I pack up my truck, but there's no Sabu. I got sad over Sabu. Oh, me and you used to run the road. Now I'm sad over Sabu. Oh yeah. Climb a ladder or two, drop that leg, dive over the ropes and hit my head. I knew sad over Sabu. Hit with a chair, barbed wire bat. Hit me in the head with a baseball bat. Point at the sky, I'd never wonder why. I used to wrestle you, I used to be with you, Sabu. Sad over you. I'm sad over Sabu. We're sad over Sabu. Jimmy Buffett singing about Sabu. That would be great. Buffett's dead too. Sad over Sabu. No. Anyway, what's wrong with me? We could work on that. We could make that better. It's kind of like the NDA song for Tony Khan. I should get together with Jimmy Buffett's Coral Reefer Band, and we should just do the Jimmy Buffett tribute. Happy Mother's Day. We forgot to say that. Yeah. I hope all the mothers out there are... I feel like we have no female audience anymore, but other than maybe Jennifer Muppet Baby. But my mother came over today, and I was able to give her some hugs and hang out for a few, and my wife saw her mother, and my kids had been staying over at my mother's house for the last couple of nights. Or only 2 of them were. And so they had a good time. Moved to Nashville, Joe. I'd be murdered probably. Rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett and Sabu. It's too bad. I mean, I was never a big country person. I'm a metal, rock, industrial, whatever, pop, rock, whatever. I love everything. I mean, I really do love everything. It's crazy. I love death metal. I love sad songs. I like Celine Dion. I mean, I like everything, dude. Like, it's crazy, bro. My main stuff would be probably like Garbage and Placebo and Typo Negative and Nine Inch Nails, Stabbing Westward and Marilyn Manson and things like that. But, Perfect Circle. I like Perfect Circle. Yeah, I like Perfect Circle. I like Deftones. Pink Floyd. Things like that are like the main stuff. But I love like Birthday Massacre and, shit, I like Switchblade Symphony. You ever heard of that? Rasputina. Depeche Mode. I like Depeche Mode.
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Scissor me, Joe!
I never understood why Sabu always pointed up. He should have pointed down because that's where he was going.
Oh.
Seriously, I blame Joey Janela, that funking piece of shit. He killed Sabu, he killed him, and now he is not with us anymore. Go to hell, Janela, fuck.
Oh my God, scumbag Skip. Literally coming on here to blame Joey Janela. That's terrible. I hope Joey Janela is listening. Imagine you're Joey Janela, you're upset over this, you're sitting there sad, and you're like, oh my God. Like, I just wrestled him, like everything. And then this guy donates and says something like that. That's crazy. I'm so puffy-faced right now. And I'm not talking about P. Diddy. I'm, puffy-faced. Man, I can barely breathe. I got to get like some meds, or I got to take like a scorching shower. Let's talk to the Bullfrog about Sabu. Hello, Bullfrog. How are you, sexy?
What's up, sexy daddy?
You're damn right. Are you sad over Sabu?
Yeah, I mean, he is a great ECW, the original, one of the greatest.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest.
I remember that match. I remember that crazy match he had at the one night stand pay per view. What's his face? John Cena. Sorry, my voice ain't with me today. Shut up.
I can't wait to clip that. Well, listen, I'm having trouble too because I can barely breathe because I was out in the backyard all day, and the allergies are killing me. So, yeah, no, that was a great time. That was it was crazy at that time for me, to see Sabu involved with the WWE. But I just remember those late nights, man, when he'd be, just working on ECW, and I was up late at night and I happened to catch it.
But yeah, that match he had with Cena at the one night stand was an awesome one, where he walked in the territory or ECW territory, holding the WWE title belt, and They tore the house down. That was like a great fucking match.
Yeah, no, it was a great match, great night, great time. But there was so many times on ECW in the 90s where they tore it up, you know?
Yeah, I remember that. Remember that one time where Jerry Lawler invited Paul Heyman to go to Monday Night Raw and said, "I dare you, ECW people, to come to Monday Night Raw. I double dare you all to show up," and they showed up big time.
Yeah, it's crazy that he went through the. Did you see Bullfrog when he was in GCW a couple weeks ago or whatever, and we showed him going through that spot where he smashed out of the ring. It was crazy.
Joe, are you talking about his match with Joey Janela when he like busted his head open on the ground?
Yes, a couple of weeks. Was that a week or two ago? People are worried.
I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. He talked about it on the most recent podcast he did. Like on Friday. So it was like a couple days ago. He did a podcast with a bunch of comedians.
Nerdy, you just bulldozed over me. You just totally derailed me. You're a fucking disgrace, man. You just derailed my whole conversation. You are disrespectful. Dude, you're a fucking joke.
Well, he had another match.
You just derailed my whole fucking thought. You are a fucking dipshit, bro.
Well, this is about Sabu, you selfish piece of shit. But
he derailed my whole fucking thought and just bulldozed over my fucking train of thought.
Now, I think Sabu had another match just last week. Am I wrong? Did Sabu have another match after that other one where he hit his head?
No, that was the last match. And so the comedians were asking him like, "Oh, that's not your last match." And he was like, "No, since I got knocked out, I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. So I want to do some more." Right. So he was planning on doing another one, but I don't think it ever happened.
This is my last match. It really was.
Nerdy, yeah. Nerdy, I like to see how you show up here. Where the hell was you last night, you scrawny little bastard?
I was working, dude. I'm not a drain on society like some bullfrog.
You're full of shit.
Shit bum.
R.I.P. Sabu. Smoked a joint with him after an independent pro wrestling event. Didn't think my friend was old enough, so Sabu didn't pass it to him, lol.
Oh, that's good on Sabu. Take care of the kiddos. Don't get in trouble. Derek Bosick, what's up, Derek? Derek, thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, dude, people are chiming in tonight that hung with Sabu, that talked to Sabu, that people love him.
Wants to bulldoze to everybody.
Well, no, he's not bulldozing anyway. You're acting like Garguts now. You're just flipping out on other people that showed up.
No, I'm over there talking, and the fucker just interrupts me for no apparent reason.
Well, tell him.
Look, Sabu made sand people normal for people like me, okay? Bullfrog, I don't know if you can relate to that, but...
Dirty, you're not normal for one.
That might be true, but people like me thought of Sabu as a terrorist before we saw him wrestle. And then we were confirmed when we did see him wrestle. And that's what made him great, is that he didn't use bombs. He used...
Nerdy, did you even watch ECW? How old are you, Nerdy? Did you even watch it?
I watched ECW. Dude, Sandman was my guy. I love Sandman.
I remember
he was a crazy motherfucker.
I remember Sabu showing up to an independent show in like 01 or 02 or something, and somebody had a sign that said Sabu did 9/11. I was like, wow, that 9/11 stuck in my brain.
9/11 was a Sabu job, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, though, man. He said that like barbed wires were the least painful, but looked the most painful. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And then tacks have AIDS on them because they never wash the tacks; they reuse them.
He said that.
Yeah. Well, at least ECW didn't wash them.
I would think you would boil them, right? Why wouldn't you boil them and soak them in alcohol? But I guess not.
Because you would have to pay somebody to do it, and maybe they didn't have anybody to pay.
I would have just done it. I've been like, oh, I'm bringing the tacks. I boiled them, and then I suppose, though, if you boil them, then you have to dry them, because if you don't dry them, then maybe they could get rusty, and then you get rusty tacks in you, and that's not good. So maybe, yeah, maybe you can do that. I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. See, I'm paranoid
I'd rather
about
have
this.
Bullfrog's dick inside me than Rusty Tax. That's for sure.
Oh my God, what the hell's
Jesus
wrong with
Christ, dude, the hell.
you? Yeah, what a
Bullfrog comment?
What a sick bastard this guy is, Bullfrog.
Yeah, he's off his medication.
We're all sad over
Guilty.
here over Sabu, and you're talking about pricks in people. Like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, he wants me to cave him in or something.
Ew. Cave me in?
You just said you wanted my dick, you sick freak.
Why is
Yeah, but you didn't.
Kevin's talking about me, Hannibal? Oh no, I'm doing that's more Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
I can't get the Hannibal voice. It's me, Hannibal. I can't do him. Fuck.
Sabu sounds like a cigarette smoker that works at 7-Eleven. And I'm not talking about the way he looks.
I don't.
You ever hear him talk?
I don't know if Sabu has kids or not. I never thought about this, but I'll tell you one thing: if there's a cigarette or a cigar company out there, or even a beer company or something, like I would reach out to Sabu's family and say, and obviously this should have been done while he was alive, but this guy should definitely be on the cover of like a cigarette or a beer or cigars or something.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and just call it like Sabu's or like Sabu
Dude,
beer.
Sabu's, bro. You got it right
Sabu's.
there. It's
Boom.
beer.
Yeah, Sabu's, and he's
And
on
it's
there
spelled BOOS.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the look. SABU is great.
No, you're right. You're right. The booze
Sabu's
for Sabu's.
beer. Sabu. You'll never be
I love
blue. And that picture right there that I'm showing on my stream, that's the picture you use right there. And you'll feel like, dude, you're drinking straight up man. You're drinking straight up testosterone. Like you are drinking something. Like if you felt like a pussy before, or you were crying over something, or your girl left you, or you can't get a girl or something like that, you start drinking a fucking can of Sabu, and you're just like looking at it and you're drinking it and you're like, fuck yeah, bro, I've got testosterone right now. Like you would think you were drinking straight testosterone and fucking just you're getting an erection drinking the beer, and you slam the beer down and then the beer is staring at everyone around you as they're drinking their Bud Light and whatever the fuck else they're drinking. But no, not you. You're drinking Sabu.
Yeah. If you were a loser like I am, then turn your life around and drink some Sabu's.
Oh my God, Stoomy in the chat wrote Sabrew. Saberew. Sabrew. Oh my God.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking good. Testicular
But yeah.
fortitude. No fucks. It just says no fucks at the bottom.
Maybe maybe
even more ballsy. Even more ballsy, right? You know how cigarette companies have to put the warnings on the packs? It's cause cancer. Sabu's beer should literally around the can show you a picture of what your liver looks like when it's in perfect condition and what it looks like after drinking Sabu beer for 50 years straight. They should put that on the fucking can. Dude, you want to see a beer that rules? This can shows you how fucked up your liver is if you drink 50 cans of this a week for the rest of your life. Oh, yeah.
And if instead of the general surgeon's warning, it's the general Sabu's warning.
Yes.
If you don't drink this, you'll be a pussy.
Oh, my God. The general Sabu's warning. This is so good. I mean, it's so... I don't even feel like Sabu's gone yet, just so you know. Like, I don't feel right yet. This feels weird. I'm sure eventually I'm going to be like, wait, oh, yeah, I'm going to forget that he's actually gone because I don't know him in real life, but I'm going to forget that he's gone. And then I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, fuck. Like, we lost
he's kind of like my Uncle Jim.
Bum. Yeah.
Have you played the Janela tribute from JCW tonight?
Yes, I didn't play the whole thing because I don't know what kind of copyright it entails, Ali. But it was beautiful. It was wonderful. I definitely teared up watching it. Thank God. Like, what a great tribute by GCW so quickly, to put that out there. It was very great of GCW, and it was very good. I really liked it.
Yep.
But I did put it in the chat earlier so people can go watch it on X.
The announcer for JCW, the big fat white dude, his name is Zach Amico.
Am I saying JCW? GCW. I'm sorry. Why am I saying
GCW.
Am I saying JC?
Oh, my bad.
Maybe I'm saying J. I don't know why. GCW. Sorry. Go ahead.
You're not referencing Juggalo Championship Wrestling, are you?
No, we're not doing that. But we are getting some kind of a bomb right now. Wow! What the hell? Oh my God!
I want you to jam it in.
Whoa!
Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Hey, O'Donnell!
Oh, it's in your bunghole. I want it jammed in my bunghole. Oh, it's in your bunghole.
Audio Jungle.
Love you, Joe, and let's fucking go MFS. R.I.P. Sabu.
Wow. Yeah, it sucks that it comes on a night like this, but A. O'Donnell just dropped a $100 donation bomb. Gabomb. Thank you, A. O'Donnell. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now we're getting hardcore just like Sabu would want us to in here. We got a few people on the call. I don't know who we got. We got Pacharo's here. DJ Glaze is here. Nerdy's here. Bullfrog's been here since the beginning. And Drunk as Fuck is here. Who the fuck is Drunk as Fuck?
That's Nerdy's cousin. That's Nerdy's cousin.
Is it?
No, that me. Hey, O'Donnell. I just donated.
Oh, hey O'Donnell, what's up, man? Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you, bro. That scared. I can't believe I heard the Hyundai bomb dono go off. That freaked me out. Dude, I missed Kenny Omega. I can't believe I was at PAX East the other day all day, and he was there. I didn't even know these guys were there. Crazy. But yeah, it sucks. News sucks. Bullfrog's here. Nerdy just left, I think, actually. DJ Glaze, what is your take on Sabu?
Because how inconvenient he is.
Well, yeah, he really does suck. Here,
Fucking dick rider.
Ooh, wow.
Sabu was a great wrestler. I liked him. I liked him a lot. I hated that he passed away, but he kept wrestling. You know, he put his body on the line like most normal wrestlers wouldn't do what he would do.
Yeah, he would. He'd do what he had to be, you know, to get whatever he wanted to get or could get. I mean, I always wondered, like, did Sabu's recklessness make him so much? Like, is that part of what made him memorable? The charisma, the recklessness, and did maybe some of that recklessness, like, why he didn't like last as long in WWE, and he was just kind of his own guy. You know, he did his own thing, and you know, he wasn't ready. He didn't need to assimilate into the WWE stuff. He kind of just did his own thing. It's like RVD was able to kind of assimilate into a certain style, but Sabu is like, no, I'm doing crazy. That's me. He really kind of did his own thing regardless. When he could have really mailed it in and changed as a wrestler, and you know, he didn't want to do that. I think I don't know. I don't know that much, but I'm guessing he didn't seem to. He was like, no, this is what I do. This is what I do.
Yeah, he didn't want to adjust to change. Or the WWE or Vince McMahon, you know, didn't like the style of wrestling he did when they finally brought him over.
Pacharo,
they just.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right about what you said. But Pacharo, did you want to add something to this on Sabu's passing here?
Nah, man, that sucks. I seen most of his barbed wire matches that he had.
Yeah.
Like, what's that match that he had where he cut himself really bad?
Which one? Like which?
Yeah, it was the whole ring was made out of barbed wire.
I mean, like again, which one?
I don't even remember. It was really long.
Oh, the 1998 one, like the
yeah.
Oh God, what was it? It's Barely Legal or something? It was one of those.
Like he got stuck on. His arm got stuck on the barbed wire.
God, I think it was. Thought it was. Was it? Wait a minute. Who was he wrestling? Was he wrestling Terry Funk?
I think it was.
Yeah, I mean they had a crazy barbed wire match. I want to say. I think I just said what I
I
said.
think it's Terry Funk, yeah.
Was it 98?
97.
It was close. Okay, 97. Was that barely legal or was that
It looked like No Roads barbed wire match at the outer limits of Extreme 97.
Okay. Oh, was it ECW Born to Be Wired?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was the one I think that's the one you're thinking of, but I'm assuming that's the one you're thinking of. Yeah, that was crazy shit.
Super chat party.
Botch Club is here.
Must see Vince reacts to Pat McAfee botch must see.
Okay, we got to check that out. Botch Club, thank you. Follow Botch Club on Instagram. Take a look at that. Yeah, that was 97. Okay, wow. I mean, I guess I was close, but I guess 97 and 98 blur together sometimes for me, but I want to say that I ordered that on pay-per-view, but that's crazy. It was like $19.99 or like 20. I feel like all right, I don't know what it was. I feel like it was $24.99 or $29.99 or something at the time. Let's see, 1997. Yeah, $29.95. Hard, isn't that crazy? It was $29.95 for that ECW pay-per-view. That's wild.
Joe.
Yeah.
Wait, can you unmute Bullfrog? I have to ask him something.
He's not muted. He's muted himself.
Yeah, he's muted himself. Oh.
He muted himself. Go ahead, Bullfrog.
Yes, Sparrow.
But where did the Bullfrog name come from?
Have you seen him?
Joe gave it to me.
Joe, what made you come up with that name?
I gotta be honest. That's not true. He was always the Bullfrog. I never named him that. I don't know why he's saying that. He told me his name was Bullfrog. The first time anybody heard from him, he called my show, and he said it's the Bullfrog, like, and we were laughing at that. So Bullfrog
was he on the chat before?
He might have been in the chat with the name Bullfrog, but Bullfrog, you, why are you giving me credit when you're the one that called yourself that?
Because I like messing with Pacharo.
Oh, okay, all right.
I wasn't even here when that happened, though.
Yeah, it was. I want to say it was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and it was funny because
I think it was in 2020. I think
it was 2020. I think you're right, or late 2019. I'm not sure, but what's crazy about it is I hadn't lived in this new house very long, and that week that Bullfrog first started calling, and everybody was talking about the Bullfrog and everything. Bullfrogs or frogs from the river or something were all over the place, all over my driveway. There were frogs like this stuck to my fucking windows, and it was a sweaty July or something night. And dude, it was so crazy because I'm like, this guy Bullfrog's calling, now the frogs are all over the place. Is that O'Donnell with a dog?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the doggy.
I have two of them.
That's awesome.
Hey.
Oh man, it's the dog show, baby.
Oh,
nice twins! Look at them. Oh, one's kind of chocolatey, the other one's black. Oh my god! Wow. This guy had a dog very similar. The dog at PAX East. Funny enough, at PAX East, there's these boxes, styling boxes. And I really liked the boxes, and we were asking them if I had a certain box coming in. And I talked to the owner for like 40 minutes, and he had a dog, and the dog looks kind of like that dog. Very nice dog.
They're like Chihuahuas, they're a mix of something. They got to be a mix of something.
It looks like a Chihuahua got raped by like a big dog.
That's what we thought. We thought a Doberman.
Yeah.
A Doberman.
Yeah, something like that, like a Doberman or like even a shepherd kind of. I don't know.
Poor Chihuahua.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god, they're so cute.
Your poor mama or dad or whatever.
How old?
Wait,
how old are they?
This one is a year and a half, and this one's 2.
Okay, so that's as big as they're getting. Okay, so they're like big Chihuahuas. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, this one sounds like a Chihuahua. This one don't sound like a Chihuahua.
Okay.
Annoying.
Yeah.
We think this one has like an anxiety problem because, bro, he gets annoying as fuck.
Yeah, I could see it. He's very skittish. Yeah, I mean, like it's like the dog we got. You know, the new dog we got. It's like a mix of like, it's like a husky and something else got banged. It's like weird just because she's like that middle size.
Did y'all ever have a GSP?
Did I hear what?
Did y'all ever a GSP?
What's that?
German short hair pointer.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to look that up. No, hold on. Let me look that up.
I got one.
Right. Sure.
That's
German.
Yeah, I got one. So,
Oh, bro, that's a cutie. Yeah. Oh, bro.
Botch Club has Vince McMahon reacting to Pat McAfee.
Oh, God. Well, I'll be damned. I thought I was in Texas. Hell, I'm not in Texas. He was special. I'm in Afghanistan. Hey, boys, check it out. There's a member of
my God, not that one.
Oh, wait a minute. I know you. You're that guy Sabu. The great Sabu. You're that homicidal, genocidal, suicidal guy, yeah. You stay the hell away from me.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Bro, Vince didn't give a fuck.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Vince is funny.
Bro, Vince is like, I'll cross any board. I don't fuck.
You might even be the member of the Taliban.
Bro, he might be. You never know.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
He
crazy.
was elite at 11. Let's be honest.
At least Vince McMahon had his like saying down. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got that right.
He's from Afghanistan.
The guy, yeah, Cody's hot. Alex Jones looking very lean these days. Yeah, he is kind of getting ripped. They probably replaced him already. You know, with
They
like
replaced him already.
you know, like Alex Jones is dead somewhere. This is the stand-in. The government got him.
Dude, Joe, there's a clip. I'm gonna have to send you the videos. As the ECW originals confronts the new WCW champion, Mr. McMahon. Remember when he won the belt, the ECW belt?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Vince had like the do-rag and everything.
Yeah,
Vince.
I'm actually watching that right now. I'm gonna have to send it to you.
Why are you watching that match?
That was a weird time. I'll tell you
Why are
that.
you watching
that
that match? One of the worst bookings ever.
Because that's a classic match.
Classic. He didn't do shit in that match.
That's what you. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. That's what you remember. I mean, you know, you should go back and watch like the real ECW matches.
You're watching a terrible match.
Vince is like, I want to get in the ring and call these guys jobbers.
Yeah, I just liked it when Vince was the ECW champion and he had the do-rag on.
He's talking to Sabu here.
Then I'm gonna have
so you're
to
watching
choose.
it?
It's gonna be. Not too sure about that pseudo-sour crap. I don't compete with drunkards. Dream on, Tommy Dreamer. You? All right, here's what we're gonna do. I got an idea.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put this do-rag on my. It's funny because he's copying Sabu. You know, what is he doing? Putting that thing on his head. Sabu does that. Son of a bitch.
Is that before or
after from it all? Or did that come out yet?
Did what come out?
How he passed?
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what it was. I don't.
Oh, yeah, I
nope.
was just looking. I didn't see anything.
Yeah,
either.
they're not saying yet. So I don't know, man. I mean, I know he took that hell of a shot. A week or
It
two
could be
ago.
literally anything. Yeah.
Everybody's blaming Joey Janela.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Like, I mean, they're in a match.
Hey, go for it.
Yeah, that's really stupid. If that's really, I mean, like, that's
That man's crazy. It literally could be anything. It literally could be.
I mean, the guy got thrown to the ropes and he fell down through the ropes out of the ring. I mean, like, they had a match together. He hugged Joey Janela. So people, like, ugh. Why would you? I hope they're not really blaming Joey Janela. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know we have no idea what happened or like what's been happening. Like, why would these guys, Sabu was hugging Joey and they were working together, like, and they were having, like, they were like, they made waves. Like, everybody was talking about it. You know what I mean? So that's crazy. The people are saying that to Joey. That's just awful. But because they've been hanging out a bunch and friends and tearing it up. I mean, he just lost his friend essentially. Like, I mean, a guy that, Joey Janela is such a, a heart kind of become this hardcore daredevil badass guy. And Sabu, he looks up to Sabu. He's the next generation of this type of thing, whether you like it or not. And we've talked about Joey Janela on here. But yeah, Joey Janela is probably busted up tonight. Why would you be saying it's his fault? That's crazy. It's a bump happened that sucked in a match with him recently, but it wasn't like Joey Janela did anything or botched something. They were just going balls to the wall in a match.
I'm trying to remember that one wrestler. I think he was ECW. He passed away a few years ago. He was like, I liked him because he was like extremely racist. He was a black guy. He was extremely racist, and I'm trying to remember his name to save my life. I think he was in ECW as well.
Are you talking about oh shit.
I like him because
Oh, it's turkey time. Hey, Donald, again. Eat that fucking turkey. Yeah. Thanksgiving was a little bit different. Are you talking about New Jack, by the way?
yes.
Why are you saying he's racist?
No, he's not racist, but he would come on. He would say, "I like him. I like him." It's the reason why, because he would say racist.
What if the turkeys ate us? If the turkeys ate us? What if they filleted us?
Turkeys ate us.
Instead the turkeys ate us.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's getting kinda friggin' crazy
Because people's blood.
might be the gravy. The turkeys might gobble on our giblets. Instead they might gobble on our testicles. What if the turkeys ate us?
Well, I put a little thing on there.
What if the turkeys ate us?
The covers. Oh, I found one.
Turkeys.
I used it for my time.
What? Thank you, A. O'Donnell, for the $29 Turkeys Ate Us donation song. celebrating the turkeys with A. O'Donnell, who also dropped a $100 bomb a few minutes ago. But yeah, what a pretty sad night, though, you know, even though that's awesome. What's up? Nope, nothing.
Let's go.
All right, boys.
Bullfrog.
I'm going to pack it up, man. I'm going to pack it off Discord because got to get up early and everything. But I really appreciate all you guys hanging out, coming on tonight for a little bit. I was going to do 20 minutes. We did over an hour, and maybe a little bit more to come. But thank you, guys. Anybody have anything else they want to say, too, on Discord? Haystacks Monet just gifted a membership. Thank you, Haystacks.
Bring back Vince.
Bring back Vince.
No.
Okay.
So we can do that to another woman.
Do you think that he was sabotaged on purpose? Like they sent that
Yes.
girl to Vince so they could set him up?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Why did Braun get involved?
Because Vince wanted to give her to him. Army Ann received the membership. Wow, an OG. So congrats to Army Ann. Love you guys. Bullfrog, you're the beast. Bullfrog, anything you want to say before I hang up on you, Bullfrog?
Yeah, Sabu, what a great legend, man. Like, he was one of the best.
Yeah, it's real sad, man. At least he can, you know, be with his wife. Hopefully things happen beyond death, but you know, I don't know. But yeah, what a legend.
Bullfrog, I have a question.
Ooh.
Wrap it up. Hurry up.
Whatever happened to your YouTube channel when you used to stream there?
I deleted it
Well, how come?
because trolls started to attack me.
Is it because they putting your address there?
Yeah, you were probably one of them doing it. You were probably one of the ones doing it, Pacharo.
How
Yes,
would I know his address?
that was one of the reasons.
Yeah.
How would I?
I had to
How
turn
am I
it
that
off.
smart to find an address? I'm not that smart. Everybody says I'm dumb.
Yeah, you can see it and then recopy it. You know, you don't have to be that smart to see.
How would I even know his address?
You have a
Bullfrog said it
million.
wasn't even his address.
I know what you do. I got your IP. I know what you do.
Wait, so you're watching me at night?
Yep. All right, guys. When you're whacking it, when you're touching your mom, when your mom's sleeping and you touch her, I know about it. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And Monday Night Raw is tomorrow. Peace, Discord. Love you guys. Hey, O'Donnell, man, thank you for the bombs, brother.
Hey, no problem, Joe. Have a good night.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much. That was crazy of you. Thank you.
Stay wet, Joe.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, love you.
Thank you. Big shout out to A. O'Donnell, man. He was huge. Dropping bombs. A. O'Donnell. What a freaking savage, bro. $100 bomb and then a turkey dono. I'm hanging out for a couple more seconds if anybody wants to say anything in the chat. I'll try to read I'm just gonna scroll up a little bit on the chat, see if there's anything else I missed, man. But man, it sucks, bro. He's one of the absolute ECW legends. The guy that we were just checking him out a week or so ago with Joey Janela. Like, what a badass match. And we don't know why, but now has died. Love you, Sabu, man. We love you. And he was great. It's just wild. The fact that what he would do to his body to entertain people should be studied. And I'm dead serious. Should be studied. Why? What? Crazy. Thank you, Haystacks Monet, for gifting a membership. Army and got the membership. Botch Club on Instagram, guys. Go follow Botch Club on Instagram. He put up a post that we didn't play yet that you should go check out with Pat McAfee. You've got to see this. Go to Instagram and look up Botch Club. Over 100,000 followers. Ali Abdelaziz donated 2 before that. A. O'Donnell with the big ones. Derek Bosick with the $5. Scumbag Skip. Shardy Janetti was here. Scott Woodward. Chief Wahoo. Thank you guys for dropping donations as well. And thank you for A. O'Donnell dropping the $100 bomb. That's wild, bro. Sabu had no filters. A great shoot interview as well, yeah. I mean, sometimes cause some controversy because of how, Sabu would just fucking say it. But that's what you love about him, The guy would just say shit. What he wanted to say. Whether it was right, politically correct, not, whatever. He would say shit. He's one of those guys where you can't hold one little clip of what he said and then try to define him by it. Because at any different moment in every different situation, he might be a different type of visceral, But we'll see. Yeah, maybe they should, David. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of thing the family has set up, but, I feel real bad for the family, his close family and friends, people that were really, really close to Sabu, that really knew the guy, that were family. Those people are really probably taken by surprise. Maybe. Tonight. But rest in peace, J-Rod says, to one of the best that will ever, and I will never forget you, brother. Love you, Sabu, man. We love Sabu, no doubt about it. What a badass. Sabu. Unbelievable, bro. The homicidal, genocidal, suicidal Sabu. Actually, it was homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying. He had a lot of things, but that's some crazy shit. I love it. Hey, man, thank you guys for stopping by for me to drop this 1 hour and 25-minute stream tonight. The original Sheik's Dark Side of the Ring is airing Tuesday, ironically, Sabu's uncle. Yeah, that is kind of bizarre. He's probably going to be on that. Wow, that's crazy. Well, he has entertained us for years. For over 30 years, even he's entertained us. Just a week or so ago, we were entertained by his crazy, devastating spots in a match with Joey Janela, who they really were getting along and tearing it up. And then all of a sudden, we find out today that Sabu's dead. He's passed away. Rest in peace to the legend of hardcore. Rest in peace to Sabu. Can't believe we're saying that, and sucks ass. But we check out that video GCW did on him. It's on Twitter X. I tweeted it. It's really cool. It's gonna make you cry. And man, fucking love Sabu. Thank you so much to A. O'Donnell, who dropped $100 plus the 29 turkey dono. That's crazy. Dude, thank you so much, man. That is such a big help. I really appreciate that. You did not have to do that. That was fucking awesome. I'll definitely talk about that tomorrow, A. O'Donnell, man. Nice dogs, too. See you guys. Rest in peace, Sabu.
You're locked in to the Joe Cronin Show. Available for YouTube members on youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show and on Patreon. At patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Subscribe to Joe Cronin on YouTube. Follow and like the Facebook page. Facebook.com/Joe Cronin Show. Tweet him on X or X him. What the hell is it called now, Xing someone? What the fuck? Sounds like some sex thing. Anyway, X him at Meta World Online on X, formerly Twitter. Thanks for confusing us, Elon. Mine as well call it Xbox 361 Xbox XSX. Anyway, you can also hear Joe on Rumble. Please support this show by signing up on Patreon for a large monthly amount, or if you're poor as shit, join for just $2. Send direct donations to Joe at paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show, or send live donations to streamlabs.com/evilspectrum1111/tip. Like, share, subscribe, get obsessed with Joe, leave your wife and family, and give everything you have to Joe Cronin. Do it now, or Joe might kill someone. You're locked in to the Joe Cronin Show.
I don't know why that is, but
give everything you have to Joe Cronin. Do it now, or Joe might kill someone.
Did you guys know that you can now play the lottery on your phone with the Jack Pocket app? Most likely you did know it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. You can't play it in Rhode Island yet. I don't know why that is. But in most states, you can do it. I play it here in Massachusetts all the time, whether it's Mega Millions or whether it's Powerball or scratch tickets. You can even play scratch tickets on your phone in most states. Now, I had to download the app directly from their website page to my phone, like in a weird way for the app. But some people can just download it, I think, on the iOS or the Play Store. It really depends on the state and how you're going to pay for stuff. Venmo, credit card, Cash App, however you want to use it. It's legal in so many states now. It's unbelievable. You can now play the lottery on your phone, and I have a special link for you guys to sign up to this, and you get a free lottery ticket on me. Do it right now. The link is pinned either to the top of this video on YouTube or in my description box below. Just look for Jack Pocket in the link below. It's my special link, and it's on me. You get a free ticket. So take advantage of that today. If you play the lottery and you love it, take Jack Pocket wherever you go and jack it. I don't know, jack off? I don't know. It's just what a weird name. Could have called it like Lottery Pocket or something. But Jack Pocket, okay. Lottery Pocket. I guess Lottery Pocket sounds lame. Anyway, enjoy the free ticket on me, the Joe Cronin Show.